Hello, lovelies. So I think we can all agree that when it comes to eating well, heart-healthy salmon is pretty high up on the list of superfoods we should be eating more of. Today, I want to show you 3 amazing ways to step up your salmon game, and they're all quick, easy, and just happen to taste totally delicious. Now for my first recipe, I am making a real classic. This is creamy Dijon salmon. And in case you didn't know it already, Dijon mustard and salmon were just meant to be together. They're super complementary flavors. Now this dish all comes together in a single skillet, which of course I love. I'm just going to get a little bit of oil into my skillet and let that heat up over medium-high heat. In the meantime, I want to season up my salmon with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. As you can see, I'm keeping things really simple here. Like I said, everything we're doing is totally classic. Next, I'm going to get my salmon seasoned side down into my pan. And what I'm going to do is let it cook away for between 3 and 4 minutes. I want it to get nice and golden brown and crisp on one side before I flip it over. Now, while that salmon is cooking away, I'm just going to take this opportunity to season the other side with a little more salt and a little more pepper. And as soon as it's nice and golden and crisp on one side and it releases easily from the pan, I'm going to flip it over and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes on the second side. At this point, my salmon is fully cooked and I'm just going to use my spatula to carefully transfer it to a clean plate, and I'm going to set it aside while I get to work on my amazing creamy Dijon sauce. Now, one important thing to note is your pan's probably going to be pretty hot at this point, so I always recommend letting it cool down a little bit off the heat just before you get started with the rest of this recipe, because you don't want to burn your ingredients. Once your skillet is cooled just a little bit, you can go ahead and get some butter into the skillet. I'm using about 2 tablespoons here, and as soon as that butter is melted, I'm also going to be adding some minced garlic to my skillet. I'm gonna let that garlic cook up for 30 seconds or so, just until it's nice and fragrant, and then I'm going to add some chicken broth. I'm going to let that chicken broth cook away for 3 or 4 minutes. Once your chicken broth has reduced by about half, you can go ahead and add your cream into the pan, as well as a good helping of Dijon mustard. We'll stir that all together until the Dijon is well incorporated. And basically all we need to do is let this cook up for another minute or 2, just until that sauce becomes a little thicker and creamier. And that's when you know it is time to add your finishing ingredient of freshly chopped parsley. Once we've got that parsley stirred in, we're basically just going to return our cooked salmon back into the pan and let it cook for another minute or 2, just until it's heated through again. I really like serving this up with some rice and some steamed veggies. This is one of those dinners that your entire family will love, and it happens to come together in 20 minutes or less. Next up, lovelies, for something a little more Asian inspired, I want to show you this incredible orange ginger salmon. Now, it is an amazing time to be cooking with oranges because citrus is in season right now, and let me tell you, it is out in abundance and it is totally delicious. We're gonna get started once again by cooking up our salmon. I've got a little oil heating up in my frying pan, and I'm just going to get my salmon into the pan and let it cook up for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, or until it's nice and golden on one side. We'll give it a quick flip and get it nice and golden on our second side. Then you can transfer your salmon out to a clean plate. So I've cleaned out my pan and let it cool down just slightly, and I'm just gonna add another drizzle of oil. Once my oil is hot, I'm going to get some garlic into the pan, as well as some grated ginger. Then I am going to get some orange juice into this pan. So I am using freshly squeezed orange juice. This time of year, citrus is at its best, so don't be shy. You're looking for about a 1/4 cup, which is usually what you'll get from 1 fresh orange. I'm also going to be adding about a teaspoon of orange zest to this as well. You don't realize it, but orange zest is really where you get that amazing orange essence happening. To make this nice and sweet and even more delicious, I'm going to be adding some honey to my pan, as well as a nice splash of soy sauce to round out all of those flavors with a bit of savoriness. I'm going to give this a stir and let it cook for just 2 or 3 minutes. That's usually all it takes for it to start to reduce and get nice and syrupy. Once you start seeing that syrupy consistency, you basically are just going to get your salmon back into the pan and then spoon this yumminess over top. You can let that cook away for another 2 minutes or so, just until your salmon is fully heated through, and this yumminess is ready to be enjoyed. I like serving it up with some rice and some tasty Asian greens. If you missed my latest video on side dishes, I made these Asian greens in that video. I highly recommend you check it out. Come on, guys, Orange, you glad it's almost time for dinner? For our last recipe today, we're doing something a little different, but so tasty. This is feta and herb crusted salmon. We're going to be baking it in the oven, and it's basically packed with this amazing feta cheese crust that I can seriously not get enough of. As you can see, I have my salmon fillets laid out on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I want to season these up really simply. I'm starting with just a little bit of garlic powder on each. You could use fresh garlic in this recipe, but I find it burns pretty easily, so I like garlic powder instead. It's a little more forgiving. In addition to my garlic powder, I'm going to add just a touch of salt and pepper to each, and then we're going to prepare our feta and herb mixture. So as you can see, I've got a nice hunk of feta cheese here, my very favorite. You could use cow's milk feta or sheep's milk feta, definitely up to you. And to that, I'm going to add a good handful of fresh herbs. So I've got some parsley, and I've got some freshly chopped chives headed on here as well. And basically what I'm gonna do is just chop my herbs into the feta so everything gets sort of mixed together. And then we're just going to run our knife through it a bunch of times until it's in nice, fine sort of crumbles. As though this mixture wasn't already delicious enough, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good squeeze of lemon juice to this. Gonna get some nice citrusy, tangy flavor happening right into our feta cheese. Once we've got that crumb mixture ready, we can go ahead and start to pack this on top of our salmon. Now this is a job for your most important kitchen tools, your hands. You just wanna get in there and pack it on top of your salmon so it's in a nice, even layer. And then you can get this yumminess into the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for between, say, 12 and 14 minutes. It really depends on how well done you like your salmon. At the very end of cooking, I recommend broiling this for 1 to 2 minutes just to get a bit of browning happening on that feta cheese. It really takes the flavor way over the top. When this comes out of the oven, I guarantee your taste buds will be doing a dance. It tastes incredible. I like to serve it up with some fresh lemon slices and some steamed asparagus. What could be simpler? But honestly, what could be more delicious? I hope you guys will give all 3 of these amazing salmon recipes a try, and if you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo, because you know how much I love seeing your kitchen creations. Remember, all 3 of today's yummy recipes are being featured on healthymealplans.com, so you can add them to your meal plan for the week. If you haven't checked it out already, I very much hope you will. We just launched our brand new homepage, and it looks so good, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.